The fact that I can just put this on and become a totally different human being is insane. I got on shorts, yeah. I'm not even gonna try to hide it. All right, now maybe I'll try to hide it. All right. This is crazy. Hi. Hi. I'm Rashid. And I'm taking over Rashida's channel. And we're gonna read a Reddit. And I read the title and busted out laughing. And I don't know if this is funny, so maybe I shouldn't laugh. That laughing might have been what do you call it? When something's too early. Alrighty, it says I might sleep with the first guy who says I'm pretty. About to sneeze, I'm sorry. I might sleep with the first guy who says I'm pretty. I know. Maybe I should put them back on. Darn it, sneeze. I'm stalling until the sneeze comes out. It's not coming out. I'm in my mid-20s and I've never been approached by any guy, never been in a relationship or even had any kind of romantic experience. The only people who have ever called me pretty are my female friends. I don't think I'm ugly. I'm definitely heavier than the societal standards, but I don't think that's the reason. In an attempt to seek validation, I tried dating apps. While I did get some validation there, I quickly became repulsed by the way a lot of guys talked or what they wanted to talk about. It felt like many of them were desperate and only interested in using women for a night of pleasure, which made me even more delusioned, and many of them are in relationships, which is just warped and demented. Now I'm in a place where everyone around me is in a relationship, getting engaged or married. Even the single people I know have had some kind of real-life romantic validation or past relationships. I've never had that, and it feels terrible. It's gotten to the point where I feel like if a guy ever approached me in real life and called me pretty, I'd probably give in immediately just because I've been longing for that validation for so long. Edit. So this person came back and edited it. Edit. I really did not expect this post to blow up like this. I have read through a lot of comments to those suggesting I work out and focus on self-improvement. As difficult as it is to do regularly, I am still trying. And to everyone offering kind words, thank you. When I said I might sleep, I guess I exaggerated a little. I'm definitely not going to do that. What I fear, though, is that someone giving me attention might cloud my judgment. This person is super aware, and that's what happens when you're not giving your mind and body to everybody. You're able to stay alert. This is good. This is good. You're doing good if you ask me. I had a friend when I used to work at Tower Records, my friend Ed. So my friend Ed Griggs, when we worked, hi Griggs, when we worked at Tower Records, I was virgin. And he was like, don't do it. He was like, don't have sex. It changes everything. Like, and he doesn't remember telling me that. I remember I talked to him a couple of years ago and he doesn't remember telling me that. But he told me that and I remembered that. And obviously I didn't remember it for that long because I have two kids. But in hindsight, I was like, now I know. I feel like Ed and you're me. Girl, wait. Just wait. Even when you get a boyfriend, wait. Please, please. All right, so let's finish reading this. When I said I might sleep, I guess I exaggerated. I'm definitely not going to do that. What I fear is cloud my judgment. I might overlook red flags and end up pursuing that person. My insecurities also stem from the fact that I come from a very attractive family. If I do say so myself. Both my parents and sibling received compliments all the time. Even when my sibling wasn't in the best shape, they were still approached by people. Knowing all this, I guess I expected something similar to happen. For me, there was a time when I was in good shape. I look back at those pictures and hope that I can at least get back to that point. But the thing is, I never received compliments during the stage of my life either. Some people who have seen my family photos have even joked and asked if I was adopted. People are rude. People are It's a scar that runs deeper than it seems. And as shallow as it sounds, I do seek validation from the opposite gender. You're in a shallow world. Like I said, I'm working on myself and hopefully the results will be visible soon. I'll update if life changes for the better. Also, please stop sending DMs asking me to send a picture so you can judge me and give me an honest opinion about how I look. The nerve. If that's what I wanted to do, I would have posted a totally different subreddit. I wasn't trying to fish for compliments here without even showing my face. All right, so like I said, girl, you on to the right track. I know it does get lonely. So let me tell you, I did not lose my V card as they say till I was like, I want to say maybe 20, maybe 20, and it was not to a person. It was literally I had made my mind up. I'm not even gonna get into the detail of that because y'all will look at me different. But no, I that was reckless. It was reckless. It was because I felt kind of pressure from my peers, and I specifically remember something one of my former friends said to me, a guy friend, and it did click in my head. And in hindsight, it's like, wow, if people are that easy to be influenced, I don't know. It was a very interesting time in my life. Very interesting time of my life. But
I couldn't with that man no more. The eyes were weird. So shout out to everybody who endured those 6 minutes. But yeah, you've waited this long. I would suggest you keep waiting. And like I said, even after you start dating a guy, still wait, because people are getting weirder. Me and King Hertz. Oh, what were we watching? And it was like a poet or somebody said, what were we watching? Anyway, the person said, strangers are becoming stranger. And King, my son, was like, bars. Like, yes, that is exactly. He is 11 years old. Strangers are becoming stranger. So, yes, girl, keep your temple pure. Keep your temple pure because so much the transferring of STD, spiritually transmitted diseases, you don't want it. You don't want it. People are warped. They'll prey on the fact that you haven't been. Oh, and I can relate to that, by the way. Like I said, I didn't lose my virginity till late in the game, but I was also sexually abused when I was younger, so I'm sure that had something to do with it. Some people like Oprah become promiscuous. She used to be promiscuous. She'll even say that. Or you become like me and you're just like clank clank, like my dad clank clank. So I was clank for a while, and then it was as a guy I was like I don't know, we didn't do nothing, but he was like she bang once I explained that to him, and then he described it as, oh, now I'm like she bangs, and it wasn't like that. I was not a whore, but at all. Boo, you whore. But yeah, just wait. Long story short, wait. I have two kids now, not with their dad. He was, for me to even say he was the only real relationship seems delulu. It was the longest relationship I had, but I haven't been in a relationship since then. We're gonna put it like that. I have not been in a relationship since then. And then I saw a guy before my kid's dad. I was seeing this guy in Poughkeepsie, New York, but I guess you can count that. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, let's see what other people say. Let's see what other people say. Redditors everywhere will read this post and tell the next woman they see how pretty she is. Toast to you, my sister. This one's for the girls. Somebody wrote, you gotta do what you gotta do, but I'd recommend against it. Against what? Oh, against sleeping. But I recommend against it. I've caved on many principles and I regret it more than anything else I can think of. Granted, mileage may vary. I am not you and you are not me, but that's my 2 cents. Okay, we're gonna go into the next Reddit story. But yes, girl, save it. It's a gift. You're rare. You're rare. Stay rare. Everybody's the same. Stay rare. I don't know. If this one, because like I said, I be trying not to read them in advance. I don't read them in advance, so you can get a natural reaction. But this one says, middle-aged curious male. I've been searching for quite a while, years really. That's the title. I'm in my mid 40s. Hey, how you doing? And been married. I'm currently divorced. I've never done anything with a man. Nothing. I'm very attracted to women. However, in my bedroom. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow, Rashida. In my boredom, I found myself enjoying. I don't know if I should read this. um, I don't know if I should read this. Cuckold corn, because that's what they called on YouTube, corn. Now I find myself wanting to touch guys. Touch. Now I find myself wanting to touch a guys, or put my. We're gonna go on to the next story. Alrighty. I had to put earrings on, even though, excuse me, you can't even really tell I got earrings on, but. And again, I don't want to have to explain this every time. I don't go nowhere. So me shaving, I'm sorry. I don't want to shave it every day. So if my spots are bothering you, hop off. All right, I asked a really sweet guy for his number. After having virtually no human contact in the sense of a relationship for 2 years, hi, how are ya? I asked a man for his number. He worked as a car mechanic where I went once for a problem with my car. He was really sweet, and I could tell he tried to explain it as simply as possible and answer all my questions and doubts without making me feel stupid. After I left the mechanic, I kept thinking about him because it's not every day you meet someone who's patient and doesn't treat you like you're clueless just because you're a woman and not familiar with cars. He's probably married. Did you look at his hand? I'm not programmed to look at people's hands either. Um, but he sounds so nice that he sounds married. A few days went by and I started to put the whole thing behind me until my car decided to start causing problems again. Instead of being annoyed, my first thought was, ooh, the man. No, this must be a sign from God who wants this. Okay. Instead of being annoyed, my first thought was, in quotes, this must be a sign from God who wants me to see him again. I couldn't help but smile at how dumb it sounded in my head, but to be honest, I was glad for the damage. So I took my car back to the same mechanic. When I walked in, he immediately recognized me, smiled, which made me feel a lot less awkward. We talked about the car issue again, and after he was done explaining what needed to be fixed, I finally decided, okay, this is what I'm talking about. I'd be flowing, and then they just, with the weirdness. After he was done explaining what needed to be fixed, I finally asked, could I maybe get your number so I can give you a call if the car keeps giving me problems, just in case, you know. He then smiled and said, of course, and entered his number into my phone. Ooh, 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 ooh. I gave it a ring just to be sure. I gave it a ring. Are you not American? I gave it a ring just to be sure. I wanted to be sure that it really is his number. A few days later, I received a WhatsApp message and it was him. He wrote, just checking in to see if your checking in to see if your car is behaving. We ended up chatting for a bit, and then after some while, he finally asked if I'm down for an ice cream and walking in the park date. Not really his words, but basically what it is. We've arranged to meet on Wednesday after both our work days because the weather is supposed to be nice. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited for you. Somebody put at the wedding, he will finally admit he sabotaged your car so you'd come back and see him again. I like this ending. I really like how this, it's not even an ending. I like the beginning. I like this. This is giving me hope. You see how I'm excited I am? We basically are the same people. Have not dealt with nobody 2 years. Like, I was briefly talking to someone, but I think we're different. I think we're different. So somebody put, I wouldn't even be mad. That's what I call commitment and sheer effing will. It's all part of the dentist system. I don't know what that is. And I'm not about to click comments to find out what it is. I'll Google it later. Somebody put, it's true. Thank you. I love people like you. Somebody put, a starter car? This car is a finisher car, a transporter of gods. The golden god. I am unethered and my rage knows no bounds. Okay, let's read a normal comment. I used to work for a rent-a-center and I delivered a laptop to this really cute and charming girl. By the way, this is a comment in reference to the story about the girl who met the guy, the mechanic. I used to work for a rent-a-center and I delivered a laptop to this really cute and charming girl. I did Wi-Fi setup for her and all that and gave her my personal number as her desktop background. Shut up. And underneath it, It said, shut up. It said, call me for any issues because the store would give her the runaround. I left and started the work truck, and my phone rings a number I didn't recognize. It was her saying the screen shut off and she couldn't get it back on. No, Rashida. No. I have to remember to not even touch my phone. Anyway, I left, started the work truck, and my phone rings a number I don't recognize. It was her saying the screen shut off and she couldn't get it back on. So I went back up and opened the laptop, and she had changed the background to say, come back for dinner tonight. Screen was fine. This was the most adorable way I've ever been asked out. Turns out she knew more about computers than I did, which made it cuter. I absolutely love these stories. They're so encouraging. And I hope I'm reading these because something that beautiful is gonna enter my life. I think that's a good time to end because you guys, I have to edit. And let me tell you what time it is now. It's 7:46 a.m. right now. I'm going to probably put in my comments what time this ended up getting posted. That's how long it takes to edit. So, alrighty, love you guys. This was fun. Talk to you later.